Hey, good morning. Here we are in beautiful Williston, Tennessee. I'm going to play some music this morning, practice my guitar, share with you guys. Today, I'm playing my Taylor 314 Limited Cedar Top. It's a really good guitar for this sort of thing. It's a good studio guitar. It's very mellow. The cedar is just, if you've never had a chance to play a cedar top steel string guitar. You ought to. They have a very unique voice. It's very similar to my redwood, but it's not as overpowering. The redwood can get really too intense sometimes when you're playing it. This is a nice little guitar. I've had it for a few years. So, don't see anybody on board, which is not surprising. It's early in the morning, just a little past sunrise here. But we're going to save this reel and share it, and then we'll listen to ourselves. Again, I like to play live. It's good practice, even though there's nobody there listening live. It's just good practice when you're trying to play in front of an audience. Then what you have is what you have. This is a song I wrote a few years ago, and somebody asked me what the inspiration was for it. I think to some degree it's a little bit biographic, my wife and I, but not completely. You start, when you write music, you borrow from your life, but it's not necessarily your life. This is the Ballad of Richard and Patty. Richard met Patty in 78, married in 80 and left it to fate. Patty tells Richard she loves him each day. He says, I know, and I like it that way. Sun comes up, sun goes down. Days slip by while no one is around. Working today, tomorrow there will be some time for you and me. Richard is working, he's slaving away. He's building a future for Patty someday. Patty says, Richard, you need to slow down. And I miss you greatly when you're not around. Sun comes out, sun goes down. Days slip by while no one is around. Working today, tomorrow there will be some time for you and me. Now Richard works late at the office each night, staying away and avoiding fight. Patty sits home alone by herself, and all of her love's locked up on a shelf. Sun comes out, sun goes down. Days slip by while no one is around. Working today, tomorrow there will be some time for you and me. Richard got back from the doctor today. Pain in his chest won't be going away. 25 years of punching that clock hasn't worked out the way that he thought. Sun comes up, sun goes down, days slip by while no one is around. Working today, tomorrow there will be some time for you. 25 years don't seem very long. One day you're here, the next day you're gone. All that remains at the end of the day is a life never lived, 'cause you saved it away. Sun comes up, sun goes down, days slip by while no one is around. Working today, tomorrow there will be no more time for you and me. No more time for you and me. No more time for you and me. So, the moral of the story is, don't work so hard building a future you may never live to enjoy. Take some time and enjoy your life now with the people you love, and have some fun and do some good. And living on the road, my friend, is gonna keep us free and clean. Now you wear your skin like iron and your breast as hard as kerosene. Once your mama's only boy, but her favorite one it seems. She began to cry when you said goodbye, faded in your dream. Pancho was a bandit boy, he rode a horse like polished steel, wore his guns outside his pants for all the honest world to feel. Pancho met his match, you know, in the desert down in Mexico. No one heard his dying word. That's the way it goes. All the federales say could have had him any day, only let him slip away. Out of kindness, I suppose. Lefty can't sing the blues all night long like he used to. Dusted Pancho bit down south, ended up and left his mouth. Hey, they laid old Pancho low, left his split to Ohio, where he got the bread to go. Ain't nobody knows. All the federales say could have had him any day, only let him slip away. Out of kindness, I suppose. Now the poets sing how Pancho felt, and Lefty lives in a cheap hotel. Desert's quiet, Cleveland's cold, and some story ends were told. Pancho needs your prayers, it's true, but say a few for Lefty too. Only did what he had to do. Now he's growing old. All the federales say could have had him any day, only let him slip away. Out of kindness, I suppose. You old federales say could have had him any day, only let him go so long. Out of kindness, I suppose. Oh, that was terrible. I'm so sorry. Hey, it's live. I I'm not backing it up and doing it again. It just is what it is. That's why we call it guitar practice. Maybe I didn't love you quite as often as I could have. Maybe I didn't treat you quite as good as I could have. If I made you feel second best, girl, I'm sorry I was blind. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Maybe I didn't hold you all those lonely, lonely times. Guess I never told you I'm so happy that you're mine. Little things I should have said and done, I just never took the time. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Tell me that your sweet love hasn't died. Give me one more chance to keep you satisfied, keep you satisfied. Little things I should have said and done, I just never took the time. You were always on my mind. 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 Another cautionary tale about taking time to let the people you know that you love them. Your door is always open and your path is free to walk. Makes me tend to leave my sleeping bag rolled up and stashed behind your couch. Knowing I'm not shackled by forgotten words and bonds, and the ink stains had dried upon some line. Keeps you on the back roads by the river of my memory. Keeps you ever gentle on my mind. Like clinging to the rocks and ivy planted on the columns now that bind me. Something that somebody said, 'cause they thought we fit together walking. Just knowing that the world will not be cursing or forgiving when I walk along some railroad track and find, standing on the back road by the river of my memory, and for hours you're just gentle on my mind. For the wheat fields and the clotheslines and the junkyards and the highways come between us. Other woman's crying to her mother 'cause she turned and I was gone. Still may run in silence, tears of joy will stain my face, and the summer sun may burn me till I'm blind. Not to where I cannot see you walking on the back road by the river flowing gentle on my mind. Give my cup of soup back from a gurgling, crackling cauldron in some train yard. beard a rough and cold paw, dirty hat pulled low across my face. Cupped hand round the tin can, I pretend to hold you to my breast and find. Standing on the back road by the river of my memory, ever smiling, ever gentle on my mind. New Orleans lady, sassy style that will drive you crazy, and they hold you like the light. Hugs away from the candles burning, them Creole babies, Tilly Brown, downright lazy. Raw just like the river, the wave lasts forever, all the way. Bourbon Street to Esplanade, they sashay by. New Orleans lady, flirt for life, love and laughter, and they hold you like the night. Holds a chill when the cold wind's blowing, them Creole babies, they strut and sway, dust till on, and they roll just like the river. Last forever, all the way. Bourbon Street to Esplanade, they sashay by, they sashay by. Till you've been beside a man, don't know what he wants. No busy, some men go slow. Till you've been beside a man, you don't know what he knows. Oh, blame it on midnight. Oh, shame on the everywhere, it's all around, comfort in a crowd, smiling faces all around, laughing right out loud. Hey, watch where you're going, step light on old toes. Till you've been beside a man, don't know who knows. Oh, blame it on midnight. Oh, shame on blame it on midnight. Shame on the moon. Shame on the moon. Hey, that video was skipping and messing up, and I don't even know if it's still running or not. Bandwidth being what it is. I'm looking out the window and I'm watching my cat Jack probably getting in trouble. If you know me and you've watched some of my posts, the continuing saga of Jack the cat, Jack is a rescue, and he's a feral cat we took off the street. I guess it's been about 8 years ago now, and he showed up here with a busted leg or lame leg, and we took pity on him. And we have spent the last 8 years or so trying to tame him to some success. But he last couple of weeks ago, I was outside working on the pool. And Kathy came out to see me, and he got out, and so we've had him in the house now for a couple of years because we're just living out here in the country. We're just afraid that something's going to eat him. There's coyotes out here, and there's a mountain lion out here. There's all sorts of bad things, and we're afraid something's going to eat Jack or kill Jack, or he's going to get run over. And so we've kept him locked up for almost 2 years now, and he got out, and he was really, really happy to be out, and unhappy with our attempts to get him back in the house. And this ended up with me having him pinned to the ground, trying to scruff him and get a hold of him, and he got really, really angry about the whole situation. So anyway, he bit me right here on the back of my hand. And it immediately swelled up to a huge basketball kind of size, and he apparently got a blood vessel or something up under the skin. I got this huge hematoma, and my hand turned black, and so it was a trip to the emergency room to get some antibiotics, and dealt with that. And then 2 days later, it wasn't getting better; it was getting worse. So it was another trip to the emergency room to get a different antibiotic. So I wouldn't lose my arm because I'm not a great guitar player, but I'll be much worse one with a hook instead of a hand. And but now much better, and it only hurts a little bit now. 3 weeks later. But anyway, Jack is a cat, and cats are like people, and if you have to take them the way they are. They're not going to conform to your will. They're always going to be a cat. And, the next day after Jack, sent me to the hospital, he was in my lap and petting and purring. I was petting him and he was purring. And, it just, that's the way a cat is. So you take them the way they are, just like people. And anyway, got on that tangent, so I'm watching him out the window. What are we going to play now? Let's see. Georgia, Georgia, all day through, just an old sweet song in Georgia. Georgia, Georgia, song of you comes as sweet and clear as moonlight the pine. Other arms reach out to me, other eyes smile tenderly. Still in peaceful dreams I see, road leads back to you. Georgia, Georgia, peace I find, just an old sweet song in Georgia on my mind. Other arms reach out to me, other eyes smile tenderly. Still in peaceful dreams I say, road leads back to you. Georgia, Georgia, peace I find, just an old sweet song in Georgia on my mind. Just an old sweet song in Georgia on my mind. makes no difference who you are. Anything your heart desires come to you. If your heart is in your dreams, no request is too extreme. When you wish upon a star, dreamers do. Fate is kind to those who love, sweet fulfillment of secret longings, like a boat out of the blue. Fate steps in and sees you through. When you wish upon a star, dreams come true. Fate is kind, brings to those who love, sweet fulfillment of secret longings, like a boat out of the blue. Fate steps in and sees you through. When you wish upon a star, dreams come true. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and find out that the clouds are behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops way above the chimney tops. It's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why, oh, then why can't I? Someday I'll wish upon a star and find out that the clouds are behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops way above the chimney tops. It's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why, oh, then why? Birds fly over the rainbow. Why, oh, then why can't I? Tiny little bluebirds fly above the rainbow. Why can't I? Hey, last week I shared a song about the left hand, right hand of God. It's called The Right Hand of God. I wrote it a few years ago. It said something about God speaking to me, and I got to thinking about that. Some of you might think that's kind of weird, for someone to talk about God speaking to them personally like that. And I don't want you to have the impression that I'm crazy. But anyway, I might be a little bit, but I am esoteric and a little bit ethereal in my relationship with the Lord. I don't want to give you the impression that God speaks to me all the time like that. I wish that He did. I certainly would love that if it was the case, but He doesn't speak to me like that all of the time. But He has spoken to me like that enough for me to recognize Him when He's speaking and when He's being personal and intimate with me like that. And I got to thinking about that and something to share. And there are a lot of voices out there, and most of them are not God. Some of them sound like God. Some of them sound good, and they if you're not careful, you can hear the wrong voice. Sometimes it's just you. And I thought, well, how do you know the difference? And I said, well, I wish I could tell you how you know the difference. But you know when you know, when it's really God, you know there's a difference. But there are some general rules. If God tells you something you don't already know, that's a good sign. A lot of times people just bounce around their own thoughts in their own head, and they attribute that to the Lord. If God challenges you to, God shows you that you're wrong about something, that's a good sign that it's God. I know that there have been times in my life when I thought I was righteous and right, and God explained to me that I was wrong. Because it's not what you do, it's not what you do, it's why you do. Because there's two guys. The church needs painting, and there's two guys painting at the church, and one guy he's painting the right side of the church, and he just loves the Lord, and he's there serving God, and he just painting the church to honor God. And then the guy on the other side, he's painting the church because he wants to cozy up to the inner circle and feed his ego, and wants people to think he's really good, and his motives are wrong. And you can't tell by the job that they're doing. You can't tell by the paint. It's something about the heart. So anyway, right now is a good time if you don't intimately experience God to seek that out, to meditate on Him and try to ask Him to speak to you, and then try to learn to recognize His voice and know that it's not a perfect art. But He's faithful even when we're not. So anyway, I just don't want you to have the impression that God speaks to me like that all the time. He doesn't. I wish that He did. I hope that He does more. But it is something that's available to His children. So, and it's a time when it's a good time right now gosh, my clock is going off and it's distracting me. It's a good time to draw near to the Lord. I don't know if you've been following some of the news lately, but apparently some people who claim to be from the government claim to meet with some people who claim to be ministers of the gospel and told them to prepare their people for the alien revelations that are coming. And, it's supposed to shake some people's faith. And well, one nice thing about knowing God and being intimate with God is it's not going to shake my faith. If some people come forward and say, hey, the aliens came here, the interdimensional beings came here, and they're the ones that created us, and everything, all this religion stuff is just false, and that our overlords are coming back now. I'm gonna tell you, no, I don't believe it, and I don't not believe it because I'm a man of great faith or great wisdom. I just have experienced God and experienced Him intimately, and I know who He is. And Jesus said, my sheep know my voice, and I've heard His voice, and I know what it is. And so when this big deception gets released on the world, a lot of people are going to get drawn into it. Even people who have my moniker, who claim to be Christ followers, are going to get drawn into it because they've not learned to recognize the voice of the Good Shepherd. So I just encourage you right now to spend some time getting to recognize His voice, and read your Bible and try to draw near to God, because there's some crazy stuff coming down the pike, folks. And if you don't realize that this is a conspiracy, this is a concerted effort by powers to promote this narrative that's coming down the pike. And so don't believe everything you see on the internet. Don't believe everything you hear on the news. Don't believe it because I said it. Find out, find a place with the Lord through Christ, and get to know Him a little bit. I'm going to finish with a song I wrote. I wrote this one recently. I'd written this poem years ago. I'd heard the expression, every storm runs out of rain. And so I thought I wrote a poem to that about that, and then I thought, well, this is probably a better song than it is a poem. So anyway, this is how it goes. Started on this trip, not knowing where to go. Wasn't long before the wind began to blow. No one promised you the sunshine, no one said there'd be no pain. It's best to keep on moving, every storm runs out of rain. Remember when the sky was blue and sunlight lit the way? It all seemed very easy walking in the light of day. Don't let your heart be troubled, don't forget the ground you gained. It'll be that way again when the storm runs out of rain. Now the storms come upon you, wipe the stars out of the sky. You can feel the rain against your face, the water in your eye. Put one foot in front of the other, all you got to do is try and stay on the narrow path. That's the one that gets you by. Remember when the sky was blue and sunlight lit the way? It all seemed very easy walking in the light of day. Don't let your heart be troubled, don't forget the ground you gained. It'll be that way again when the storm runs out of rain. Stand upon that mountain and look down at where you roam. You'll clearly see the path you took, the path that guides you home. High above the clouds, above the storm and strain, remind all those still climbing, every storm runs out of rain. Remember when the sky was blue and sunlight lit your way? It all seemed very easy walking in the light of day. Don't let your heart be troubled, don't forget the ground you gained. It'll be that way again when the storm runs out of rain. Hey, Mitch. Hi. So you and me are up early in the morning. I'm sure you're out looking for junk on the side of the road. Find some more junk to go with the junk you have already. Now, I sang a song about that earlier. We collected too much junk. We need to enjoy the junk we have. It's good to see you out here this morning. I think it's just you and me, buddy. I don't see anybody else. Well, I think I have not done a very good job this morning playing and singing. Some days are like that. It's much better when you just record it and stick it on YouTube, because then you can just do it over and over again till you get it right. But when you're live, that's when the rubber meets the road, isn't it, though? Well, been on here a while. I don't want to sing everything I know, because next week I got to sing something else, and I'm running out of music. I've got to learn some more songs. I'm working on a couple of things. I've been working on Tennessee whiskey, so maybe I'll do that one next week, at least my version of it. But anyway, I've enjoyed this time this morning. If nobody else has, I'm going to save the reel. If anybody else wants to look at this, they can. I'll share it out there on my Facebook and in YouTube. But everybody have a wonderful Saturday. It's a beautiful day. Get out and enjoy it. And I will see you guys next week. Bye.